So tonight I'm going to show you guys how to run the word embeddings in a Jupyter Notebook offered by Anaconda, and to run with TensorFlow 2.1 using GPU. So you can see this one is the word embeddings um, Jupyter Notebook I downloaded from Google website, and here's the content. So you can see it from here. When you run this word embeddings using TensorFlow 2.0, it's good to note that there's one command that you need to modify in order to run this TensorFlow 2.1, which is the pedal shapes here. And here's a reference to the article that I have read through, because certain things that have to be modified, especially in these lines. And this to ensure that the examples from Google can run on TensorFlow 2.0, 2.1, 2.0 and above. So let's see how to run this one. Import TensorFlow. Okay, checking the device whether it's supporting the GPU or not. And next to run the remaining code from the Google. Example, this one. Learning embeddings from scratch. Okay, this one has been downloaded. And this one's the encoders. You can see encoder. Okay, pedal shape. This is the part that you have to modify from the original version, which is downloaded from Google. If you don't modify this one, you will not be able to run this example successfully. So by right, you have to modify this. Okay, training. Okay, here is the simple model. The embedding dimension is 16, and the model is the sequencer. That's the model summary as well. You can see this one, 100,000 parameters. And after that, you compile and run the model. I really like this computer, even though it's actually the second-hand one, and the performance still good enough for me to run the TensorFlow application to learn machine learning or deep learning. So you can see this one's very satisfying for me. This one is the 2-year-old laptop. Just a note that whenever you install the Python 7 and also TensorFlow 2.1 using GPU in an Anaconda environment, you have to make sure you install this matplotlib library, because if you don't install this library, later on it will show an error. There's a note that the model accuracy will be around 88%. This one was stated in the previous word embeddings example, which was running on TensorFlow 1.x. So here you can see that the model accuracy is roughly around 95%. Most probably it will be uh, slightly, it may be overfitting a little bit. So finally we have the validation accuracy, which is around 68, 66, 86%, which is similar to what is stated here. Sorry, just now I mentioned about the accuracy, not the validation accuracy. So next, you can run this application. There's a plot. You can see the training and validation loss, and here's the training validation accuracy. Then you have the other things to run. Okay, you can have the files here, and you can put these files into the embedding projector to show the graph, which is similar to this. All right, that's all about an example of word embeddings running on a TensorFlow 2.1 using GPU. I hope that you enjoyed this video, at least for the sake of learning TensorFlow, GPU, and DF 2.x.